Someone sent me a video of a girl rubbing lemon directly onto her dark spots. 4 lakh likes. Comments saying, I'm trying this. I need to talk about this because lemon on your face can cause something called phytophotodermatitis. It's a chemical burn which is triggered by the sunlight. Her dark spots are about to get significantly darker. Today, 7 viral Indian skincare hacks. Hack 1: lemon juice for brightening. The claim: apply fresh lemon directly to the dark spots or all over the face for brightening. The reality: lemon juice has a pH of 2 to 3, acidic, and your skin's healthy pH 4.5 to 5.5. So direct lemon application disrupts your acid mantle, strips your barrier, and causes immediate irritation. Even for people who don't react immediately, the risk is building every time you use it. And here's the really dangerous part. Lemon contains compounds called psoralens, specifically bergaptan, psoralen, and xanthotoxin. When these compounds are on your skin and you go out into the sunlight, you trigger a photochemical reaction called phytophotodermatitis. This is not a mild thing to be ignored. Blistering, burning, fluid-filled lesions, and most cruelly, severe hyperpigmentation in exactly the same spots you were trying to lighten. Darker, not lighter. The opposite of what you wanted. On Indian skin, with our higher melanin reactivity, this kind of irritation leads to post-inflammatory darkening or hyperpigmentation that takes months to fade, sometimes longer than the original dark spot that started this whole journey for you. Verdict: dangerous. Don't put lemon on your face. Full stop. No exceptions. What to use instead? Vitamin C serums, which are stabilized, especially L-ascorbic acid at 15 to 20%, combined with niacinamide. Products like Dot and Key Vitamin C Serum, the Minimalist Vitamin C Serum, SkinCeuticals C Ferulic Serum, which are properly formulated and dosed, you get the same brightening goal without the phytophotodermatitis risk. Same mechanism, tyrosinase inhibition, but completely different safety profile. Hack 2: turmeric mask for glow. Turmeric, a beloved Indian hack, haldi. And I want to be genuinely fair to it because this one has real traditional credibility. The active compound curcumin does have demonstrated anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties in peer-reviewed literature. So the logic isn't entirely baseless. Curcumin inhibits NF-κ-beta. This is an inflammatory mediator. That's real science. The concentration of curcumin is raw kitchen turmeric is not standardized. It varies enormously batch to batch, season to season, from the growing region to the various regions. And what you're getting from a teaspoon of the grocery store haldi is not what the chemical study used. Raw turmeric mixed with dahi and applied to your face. 1. It stains yellow, a staining that can be difficult to remove, particularly from the hairline, around the nose, here on the fair skin. This can temporarily worsen the appearance of uneven skin tone by creating a yellow cast, almost like a jaundiced look. 2. You can cause contact dermatitis in people with turmeric sensitivity, more common than people realize, especially with repeated use. And if you have turmeric allergy, which actually exists, this is not a mild inconvenience. 3. If you have darker skin or you're prone to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, even mild irritation from the raw spice can lead to darker patches. The cure actually worsens the problem. Verdict: risky. Not universally dangerous, but what I'd call as recommended specifically for someone already dealing with hyperpigmentation. What to use instead? If you love the idea of curcumin in skincare, look for products formulated with standardized curcumin extracts, which are properly dosed and tested for skin use with a proven safety profile. Or you can take them orally. Hack 3: toothpaste on pimples. This one refuses to die. Toothpaste is formulated for your teeth enamel, not for the skin, not even close. Toothpaste pH is 8 to 10. alkali. Your skin is acidic, 4.5 to 5.5. Every time you apply a toothpaste to a pimple, you're applying a profoundly alkaline substance directly to an inflamed barrier which has compromised skin. The surfactants like sodium lauryl sulfate in most toothpaste strip your barrier aggressively. The Mitti cooling toothpaste, they cause contact dermatitis, including something called perioral dermatitis, a chronic inflammatory condition around the mouth that can be triggered by repeated exposure to toothpaste on skin. I see cases of this regularly. What you actually get, a dried out surface, while underneath the pimple is more angry, more inflamed, and appears larger because of the irritation and inflammation. The inflammatory response beneath the surface worsens, and on Indian skin, that inflammation leads to a dark spot, which is post inflammatory hyperpigmentation that takes months to fade. Months, not days. You've turned a 3-day pimple into a 6-month dark spot saga. Verdict? Dangerous. This habit should stop immediately. What to use instead? A proper spot treatment like benzyl peroxide 2.5 to 5%, salicylic acid 2%, or sulfur-based treatments, clay masks infused with actives. Acne gels and acne masks are available widely across India, clinically formulated. Stridex pads for salicylic acid application. These work through actual anti-acne mechanisms, not accidentally drying your skin without wrecking your barrier. Hack 4. Ice cube facial. Ice facials are everywhere right now. Claimed to reduce puffiness, shrink pores, give a glow, wake up the skin. The actual signs: cold causes vasoconstriction on the blood vessels. That means they rapidly in response to the cold, they narrow down rapidly. This temporarily reduces puffiness by constricting the superficial blood vessels. So there's actually a real physiological effect behind this hack. I'll give it that. But direct ice on the skin, hard ice cube, bare skin, direct contact is a different story. Especially for extended periods, it can cause ice burns. Like frostbite of the skin's surface is genuine possibility with prolonged ice contact, particularly for people with reduced skin sensation. And this can cause broken blood vessels or capillaries because of the rapid temperature shock, and it can break the delicate capillaries just below the skin surface, causing permanent redness. This is the exact opposite of clear, even toned skin that people are seeking. Verdict? Risky. You want the cooling, depuffing benefit without the risk? Use a cold compress a face cloth soaked in cold water, a chilled gelled roller from the fridge. Splash cool water on the face. Similar vasoconstriction effect, zero burn risk, zero capillary damage. Hack 5. Baking soda scrub. Oh my god. Baking soda as a facial scrub or face wash, pH 9 on skin that should be pH 4.5 to 5.5. Let me say this again. Baking soda is pH 9, skin should be 4.5 to 5. And these numbers don't make sense. It's the difference between healthy acid mantle that keeps the bacteria and moisture in, and a destroyed acid mantle where your skin is essentially defenseless. Every time you scrub your face with baking soda, you're obliterating your skin's first line of defense. You're removing the acidic environment that preserves the pathogenic bacteria from colonizing your skin. You're destroying the microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria that live on your skin surface and actively compete with harmful organisms. You're disrupting it repeatedly, and chronic sensitivity, persistent breakouts that never fully resolve, worsened acne, existing barrier damage, and long-term compromise of your skin's ability to defend itself. Verdict? Dangerous. One of the worst things you can do to your face regularly. What you should use instead? If you want exfoliation, chemical exfoliation is always a preference. Glycolic acid 5 to 10%, lactic acid, even PHAs, COSRX, AHA, the minimalist glycolic acids, Paula's Choice, BHAs, these are all clinically tested, designed to exfoliate through chemistry and not through alkaline destruction of your acid mantle. Hack 6. Raw potato for dark circles. Raw potato slices or juice pressed under the eye for dark circle. This one's been in Indian grandmother tales and repertoire for generations. The claim: potato contains catecholase, an enzyme that may inhibit melanin production. The logic isn't completely invented. Catecholase is also called a polyphenol oxidase. It does interact with the melanin pathways in plants. The problem is to jump from plant biochemistry to human skin biology. Catecholase in potato juice applied topically does not penetrate skin in meaningful concentrations. The molecular weight is too high for effective transdermal delivery. The enzyme doesn't survive the skin's surface environment at the concentration that is present in the raw potato juice. And there are no well-designed clinical trials showing meaningful pigmentation reduction from using potato application in humans. But it's not addressing the underlying pigmentation or the cause. It's not dangerous for people. Potato is generally non-irritating on intact skin for most individuals, just largely ineffective. The time, the consistency which you spend applying the potato under your eyes could be spent using ingredients that are clinically tested and have evidence for dark circles. Which brings me to my verdict: risky, ineffective, not dangerous. What to use? A Dot and Key under eye cream, the minimalist caffeine 5% EGCG serum, products with caffeine which help reduce the puffiness to vasoconstriction. Hack 7. Multani Mitti face pack. Finally, one I can genuinely defend. Multani Mitti is a clay, specifically a type of magnesium aluminum silicate with excellent oil absorbing properties. It absorbs excess sebum from the skin surface. It has a mild clarifying property, and it can help manage oily, congested skin. It's used in herbal preparations, Ayurvedic skincare for centuries, and there's actually sound logic behind this. For oily or combination skin, a weekly Multani pack genuinely helps manage excess sebum, reduces the appearance of congested pores, and gives a clean, less shiny appearance to the skin. This is one traditional Indian remedy that has real logic and evidence behind it. However, it is deeply drying. If you have dry or normal skin, it'll strip your skin too much and disrupt your barrier. It's not a universally recommended product. Verdict: safe for oily skin. Use weekly. Remove before it fully dries and cracks on the face. It's not for dry, sensitive, or combination skin types that have dry skin. This is one traditional Indian remedy that stands up to the clinical scrutiny. Use it correctly. I have a list of 15 more hacks I want to react to. And if you want a part 2, tell me in the comments, including some current reels and some shorts that are making you genuinely nervous. And if there's a specific hack you want addressed or assessed, something you saw, something your mom or grandmom does, something that's blowing up in your corner of the internet, drop it below. I'll address as many as I can. Next week, the complete guide to retinol, the difference between retinol, retinaldehyde, and tretinoin, and how to start, the mistakes that cause the purging nightmare, what the research actually says about each of these ingredients, the one that is loaded. Subscribe now if you haven't already. This is Dr. Chaitra Anand, your beauty doc, signing off.